We've got honey from bees, logs from trees, coral from the seas, and now we've got detective inquiries. Who knew that Legacy SMP really loves selling everything, and at inexcusably high prices? Welcome back to Legacy Weekly. Our writer is Noteworthy59, our editor is Hollow Knight, and my name is Garasamus. Before this recap begins, let's first give a warm welcome to the Mima from Legacy SMP Recap YouTube channel. He's gotten in touch with us and we've merged, so now we'll be functioning as one single recap channel covering the events and highlights of the Legacy SMP.
Hey there, my name is Lemima. You may know me from the Legacy SP Recap channel. I'll be serving as a backup editor and a thumbnail designer on the Legacy Weekly team, as well as working on some graphic-based projects of my own. So this may be the last you will hear from me in a while. Let's accomplish some great things together.
With that 2-channel anomaly resolved, and with no channel activity from Nashcrafter, let's have our 5th look at the events and highlights from the Legacy SMP this week. Let's begin with Gemini Tay, who says she'll be taking a much-needed break from social media after having completed her finals. To cool off after her excursion, she plops down a snow globe as a gimmick for her ice shop. After collecting enough snow of a snow golem's trail to fill the globe, she takes it for a bit of a boat ride to employ it as a shopkeeper, a position in which it tragically despawns from the lack of renaming.
And wait, is he actually like enjoying this? Wait, buddy, aw, are you enjoying the sled ride? That's so cute.
As she plans out an icy palace in the winter wonderland, she jumps on the construct a greenhouse bandwagon, but does not disappoint. Inside the quaint white glass building, she provides a comfortable life for her buzzy bundle of bees, with lines of crops, shelves of potted plants, and plenty of open space and dangling vines.
Yeah, he's super small.
Aww.
As you can see, he's flapping his wings at 5 times the speed of sound, and he is quite. There he goes.
Chimney Swift pays her facility a visit, leaving his highest rating of a B. The honey shop finally gets an ender chest, and he builds a ruined house for enchanting and brewing above his hobbit hole castle. His 9th episode has driven him to questioning his career choice from the sheer amount of editing, so go watch it. Right now. Link is in the iCard. He and Nash proceed to don carved pumpkins, laughing at each other's new hats, and say, "We could make a cult out of this." Thus, the Bubble Gang is born. Seeing them frolic and struggle to kill the dragon twice is pretty adorable when Pearl manages to do it effortlessly every other day. Regardless, they admire each other's new dragon brains and silver wings after the fights.
Just like.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Woo! We did it!
Yay! Oh, you look awesome with your dragon head.
Pearlescent Moon embarks on a few quests this week, some of her own and some of the Adventurers Guild. She, Solidarity, and later Sausage return to the snow biome to clean up the raid that killed Solidarity last week. In the process, she learns how much Vex is hurt and how Vindicators can be halted by carpet when they try to FBI open her up.
I can. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, they can't get in because of the carpet! That gave me like a heart attack. They can't get in because of the carpet.
Pearl also goes on a treasure hunt, as well as marking out the outlines for her industrial wasteland base. She takes on Sausage's AG quest to brewing up every potion in Minecraft. How appropriate, considering that she just finished up a brewery in her attic last week.
Remove it all? Because I can put all these... Oh wait, I can just... Wait, I'll leave it in there, because then they know what quest it was. There we go. Bam. Done.
Ever expanding his Tuscan City, Germsy Boy builds even more houses along with an incomplete canal. He mentions that Chimney Swift is planning to add a honey chapel in every district on the Legacy map, and he saved the outline of that for another episode. After demobbing the attic of one of his buildings, he boats back a villager through the nether to serve as a mason, supplying him with bricks for the rest of the project.
Hopefully this works and you don't die. Now go. No, 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 no. No, no. No, no. Uh-oh. Okay.
Mythical Sausage, with the help of his comments section, adds 2 more quests to the AGHQ board, escorting back a disarmed pillager to serve as a bartender, and collecting every drinkable potion in Minecraft, the latter of which Pearl has submitted. After the jousting, which we'll get to later, he settles down in the Industrial Wasteland district, marking out a huge area to build village ruins and nuclear reactors in. The entrance to Vault 23, as well as 2 renamed llamas, are on site at the time of writing.
Oh, you're a goon rife. What? Am I even saying that right? Goon rife. You look like a goon rife. You are a goon rife, and you are Beans. So I'm just gonna call you Beans and Beans and Goon. There you go. Yeah, very nice names.
The first ever Legacy jousting tournament is hosted by Whip, Lime, Shaun, Viggo, and Chim, monitoring the fight between Sausage and Logic. Chim blesses the two of them with invisibility, and the game begins. First to 3 kills being the winner and the one true king. Both boats derail immediately, and hilariously ensues for a while before the kills are changed to points. 1 for destroying the boat and 3 for destroying its occupant. Logic comes out on top and Sausage returns his logical blade.
You win fair and square. I got really dizzy there. I didn't know what I was doing. Here you go. Your blade back.
Oh, at last.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. I've been missing.
deserve
I'm missing my blade.
There is
Thank you so
another
much.
prize for winning Logic.
Also, have some of this. Have some of my fish.
Shaun, however, pipes up that he'd received an email from Anonymous, handing it to the 2 contestants for whatever they want to do with it. Sausage follows the book's less than cryptic directions to a private island to where none other than Bubbles had been residing. Knowing that his dog is now back and safe, he gives Logic a formal apology for his action and renounces his throne, at least for the time being.
If I'm needed, please notify my knight, Sir Carlos, and he will dispatch a raven to my location. The people of this kingdom are strong, they're loyal and wise. But beware of this anonymous character. They might resurface at any time, and they are not to be trusted.
In truth, we're glad that the 2 kings didn't go full on and obliterate the server in pursuit of war. While we're slightly disappointed that we didn't get to provide battlefield commentary amidst the exciting conflicts, we're thankful for the fact that the Legacies realized forgiveness and that they could quell the flames before things grew ugly. You want to know the one war that has really only begun? That's right, the Battle of the Food Trucks, in which Solidarity counters Whip's Mesa by leasing a chicken blimp to his JFC truck and lifting it off the ground. When he's not getting frustrated with trying to get the leads through transparent blocks, he's door machining the numerous zero-tick clocks hidden around his base by S Major.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh my gosh! There's more? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's more? That door's broken because There's more.
Noting the depressingly large unsolved-to-solved case ratio on his dashboard, Jimmy Clueless takes care of S Major's advertising request. To give himself some headroom, he goes underground and constructs a headroom, leading in from his detective office.
The first one is going to go over... Let's start on this side. We're going to put it there. We're going to put the first one in there. Lovely. I'm going to clean all this up as well, because this doesn't look good.
Whip, seeing Solidarity's now airborne, still stockless JFC truck, mounts a Tesla coil on his own vehicle and aims it at the scope directly at the fabric chicken. Discharging an energy blast, he shoots the comically small blimp out of the sky, sending its underhanging truck hurtling towards the ground. Around the shopping district, he plants some sporadic custom trees that corresponded to the type of log they sell.
Our chests in there for everything, but I've decided that we're going to put the shop name is Flippin' Birch Logs up here. Then we'll have Flippin' Oak Logs, and we will have Flippin' Jungle Logs. And then we have 1 diamond, 1 stack, contact Flip for bulk orders. I think that's going to be absolutely great.
While the 2 king antagonism has been resolved and their respective possessions returned, Sausage's Silk Touch pickaxe is still being withheld. Whip, planning to give it back eventually, but still make it a challenge, digs through the bunker down to Y40. Above ground, he builds a large stained glass flower on top of the bunker with inspiration from a friend's SMP. The result is fantastic, even though organics may not be a strong suit.
I also wanted to just quickly wait here and for the sun to set and get the full view of this thing as we're standing on top of all these structures. The end rods were probably the most challenging part, to add all of these things in here and make it look like a light beam is shooting off up in the sky.
A surprisingly well-visited name in the upper shopping district is no longer lonely. Vickerman builds a gold clubhouse selling regular and exclusive passes to his XP and gold farm. In gratitude, Chim comes to the clubhouse and makes a purchase of an exclusive pass free of charge, but he will now be the place's official honey provider for the rest of Season 1.
Okay. And that sign also just says, if you're looking for, additional supplies of this drink outside of your time inside the club, then you can find it at my honey shop. Is that fair?
That sounds like a deal to me.
I'm excited to be your official honey supplier.
Yeah, I hope you bring your bikini as well.
Viggo's next addition to the steampunk village is a hot air balloon with a creeper farm inside. In the side of a nearby mountain, he makes space for a super smelter, encasing it in yet another building. After raiding the 3 end cities and now 2 ships, he loads the loot into the shulker boxes, lobs those into an ender chest, and then hurls himself into the void. He replies to S Major's burial by wheeling the wool cart off to a different spot in the shopping district, then barricading it off with pixel art cloud with the claim that its stock is infested with fleas. Considering the conditions that most farm sheep are kept in, this claim may not be far off.
So we barricade his shop with this nice barricade here and spread a rumor that his wool contains fleas. No entry, no one's gonna buy this wool.
The efficiency and business of Viggo's nether gold farm may soon be challenged by Logical Geek Boy's overworld version, which makes use of enormous underground nether portals, turtle eggs as pigment bait, and the typical bubble elevators and drop chute. He goes on a turtle breeding spree, silk touching their eggs and letting them hatch in the end.
We've made it. Okay, we've got one. So the other turtles just swam off. The other turtle, did the necessary and then legged it. So.
After gathering a butt ton of obsidian and igniting the huge frames one by one, the zombie pigmen start pouring in and the rivaling gold shop is imminent.
And then when a pigman spawns over here on the obsidian, they're going to see the egg and run towards it. And when they get to here, this is where we're going to have the bubble column that's going to take them all the way up to the very top. Then they're going to be swished over to the centre and then drop down again to die of full damage. And all their bits and pieces are going to get shot back up to the very top for storage.
By the way, is anyone going to tell him to remove that true king or not mechanism of the Endermelon? Speaking of things that seemingly came from hyperspace, Archelaus, whose name is harder to pronounce than most alliteration for me, constructs a jungle wood discus hovering over the one side of his fishbowl. It may not be hovering for long, though, once he digs out the land underneath and builds some large trees on either side.
The fishbowl now has a UFO which is landed next to it. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really planning on making it look like a UFO, but it turned out to be one. But regardless, I really like how it turned out.
A conduit is powered up in the watery darkness, and the quadruple power beacon is moved from outside the fish tank to then inside, then spaced out and positioned in a way underground, with their beams shooting out of the top of the UFO.
Yeah, it's turned out really cool. We added the smooth stones creeping up into the roof, and above all, guys, we have our 4 beacons coming out there. We needed to use a bit more iron to actually get this thing set up, but you know what, guys, I really like it. It's definitely worth it having them off-centered a little bit.
Not far behind, Viggo comes to Avamance's giant potion battle, whose decently decorated interior and rather steep prices are not lost on the other legacies. Pearlescent Moon with her ungodly amount of slow-falling drinks would not approve of his diamond per serving price tag. He, however, did crack 200k subscribers recently, so we guess he gets a free pass.
One of those there and one of those there as well. We're inside, we've got water underneath the floor. I was going to put fish in there, but I couldn't be bothered to name tag all of them. Maybe I'll do that in the future. Have I got 4 glass, just in case I don't get my pickaxe? I've got Silk Touch Pick to catch all the glass that I'd inevitably break.
Coming back to the shopping district to find Viggo's unauthorized wagon, S Major, as we mentioned in last week's recap, buries it under a flowery mound of dirt. He actually puts in quite some effort to make the hill look nice, which isn't out of character for him. Supposedly just to rub it into Viggo that you're not supposed to be building here.
I think this place could do with some terraforming just to make it like all a little bit better of the same level, you know? I think it could do with that. I'm gonna add a whole new definition to the saying burying the competition.
The thing is, he actually wasn't allowed to build there, as it was explicitly marked out by Flip for a future map room at the heart of the shopping district. In any case, S Major purchases some iron from Shaun's shop before swooping off in a huff, replacing the spent shears in his auto wool farm. And also, if you're going to make a noise machine, don't make it out of some of the nicest looking doors in game. But that also wouldn't be out of character for S Major. Love you, Scott! Katherine Elizabeth sets down literal roots in a custom tree in the middle of our writer doesn't really know where. Nearby, she places the outline of a mage tower, then flies around the map hunting for naturally generated structures, and as if there wasn't a shortage of villagers on the server already.
Oh, hello, friend. How are you today? Death. Death. Die. He did not drop his head for me. Well. I tried. At least I got one.
The outer walls of the Spruce Wayne Manor are less complete, save for the glass in the windows and the landscape around it. Shaun Bits renames every last one of his jukebox parrots, then heads back to the Asian village to mark out more outlines to expand the village across.
I wasn't crying. What are you talking about, Chim? But I'm going to end the episode here. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'll see you guys in the next episode. I really gotta make a new outro, I think.
And finally, there's Slice Lime, whose drowned farm and airship tower has at last yielded a trident. He enchants it with channeling, renames it the Banhammer, and puts it to use in a swamp, trying to get the creeper heads for a banner pattern. Using the now upgraded Stinger suit to partially sort out a major imbalance, he epically stings Shaun, ending up as one of the many deaths in the 100 of the tab list. Lime makes more progress on that airship tower, with the outside shell done and looking pretty imposing. As its base, he rigs up an iron farm, fumbling with the drown that sets off the villagers' panic attacks. He also heads off to an end city to summon and kill the Wither there, crafting a beacon at the end of his 8th episode. And that's all we've got for this episode of Legacy Weekly. As per usual, if we missed anyone or anything significant, please let us know in the comments section below. Our new designer is the Mima, our writer is Noteworthy59, and our editor is Hollow Knight. My name is also Garawesomeness. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed this recap, and stay tuned for next Saturday on Legacy Weekly.